Hello, welcome back to Goldborn. Last time, we sent our military off to save our brave men and women who were trapped by the humans. This time, also we've cleaned up stuff and melting things, so fun all around for everyone. This time, we're gonna keep doing that. Melting everything, make some more mechanisms, because clearly I need to make more traps. Although I'm not going to, but I could. I certainly could. Cut a whole bunch of gems. Then I need to start another mega project. I'm thinking of starting new bedrooms for all of my dwarves. I have to do something with all this empty space. So I was like, man, what do I do with all this empty space? What if I give all my dwarves new bedrooms? Make them all kings and live in wonderful luxury. Because I haven't done enough. We don't live in enough luxury with a 410 million dwarf bucks worth of a fort. So yeah. Oh well. At least they're making headway. I sort of just have to let them work. That's the thing. If I do that, I'm gonna run out of stuff. So got all this room too. All this room because I dug it all out. We didn't use all that metal and stuff. We made all these objects. So clearly making even more masterworks is exactly what I need to do. Which is not a good idea. You should not do it. It's an exercise in stupidity from an actually autistic person who clearly cannot control his own brain. Because of course I am. I don't say that joke, I actually am. I actually do have Asperger's, believe it or not. I'm sure you didn't notice. I'm sure it was completely unobvious the way I hyper-focus on random bullshit for no reason. And I've been doing this for like 150 episodes where any sane person would be like, man, I'm bored by now, but not me. Not me. Sometimes you have to have a sense of humor about the whole thing. So, that's me. That's me, I guess. I try to have a sense of humor about it. Ironically enough, I don't talk too much about the fact that I have Asperger's, although it's kind of fairly obvious, I suppose. But what's funny about it is that I actually didn't learn that I was autistic until I was an adult, until after I finished college. True story. I went through most of my life, up until this point, without knowing this. I just thought I was stupid for most of my life. Where is it? Where is it? One of you. There it is. So yeah, I just went through most of my life thinking I was just dumb as a rock. Or that I was like mainly dumber than most of the other people around me. Because I didn't learn very well. I mean, I learned certain things. I learned certain things very well. Certain things that I was interested in, I was really good at understanding. For most of my life, I didn't learn very well for certain things. Science, for example, unfortunately, escapes me in a lot of respects. Always has. Always has. Unfortunately. But other things, science, math, those things have always sort of gotten away from me. And I really just didn't understand people growing up a lot of times. Like, when I was younger, everyone used to say I was born an old man. So, like, when I was, like, 5 or 6 years old and people would give me toys, I would keep them in the packaging. And I, quote, would say, I want to keep them so I can sell them later. And I would say that about toys, despite the fact that I was, like, 6. And it was the same reason I kept all my Pokemon cards and stuff in good condition, because I wanted to resell them later. And so I have I sold a number of them. I used to sell. True story. I paid rent one month by selling Pokemon cards. True story. Because I had a whole bunch of like original 1999, 2000 Wizards of the Coast cards back in the day. But yeah, that was I was just weird. I was super weird growing up. I didn't identify with anyone. I just assumed it was because I was much younger than everybody else. So when I was going to high school, I was my best friend was 3 years older than me. So when I graduated high school, I was 17. And my best friend was almost 20, because he was held back a year, so I was a year ahead, and he was held back a year. So yeah, it was a little weird almost, because like I just didn't understand people, and I had no idea that something was wrong with me. I just assumed I was younger and stupid. And so I went to college, and I like failed out of college the first time around because I was doing something I had no talent in. And then I left that, went back into college, and got my degree in 4 years. And then I had no idea what I'm going to do with it. So that was another thing. And started my own business, did all that stuff. But yeah, for most of my life, I just assumed I was like mentally deficient. I just assumed I was a moron for most of my life. And then when I was like 26, I was like, doctor was like, you should see a therapist about this. And I went and saw a therapist, and they're like, yeah, you have Asperger's. Why didn't anybody check this when you were younger? And the reason is, and you shouldn't do this if you're me, my dad was horribly against, good, we're done melting things. My dad was horribly against getting me tested for anything. Because in his mind, if I got tested for anything, there would be a stigma. He wouldn't even let me get tested for ADHD. So, he was super worried that I would end up with a stigma and that people would shun me for the rest of my life, because he was a paranoid mess when it came to that kind of thing. He was more worried about the stigma about him than me, actually, so that was a little weird, but thing being, you know, what not to do to your kids. Anyway, so I never got tested for it when I was younger. So most people, you know, get tested by like the age of 3, because it's pretty freaking obvious that your kid's, you know, something's weird with your kid. But I have 1,000 things that are weird with me that don't make any sense. For example, I was born without a sense of smell. True story. I was actually born without a sense of smell. And my sense of taste is like 1/3 of what a normal person's is. And I don't think that's a little... people are like, oh my god, how do you live? And I'm like, I don't know. You can't miss something you've never had, because you don't know what you're missing. You literally don't know what you're missing. So there's that. I mean, but like, I don't eat a lot of foods, honestly. Like, I always assumed my picky eating was because, like, I always assumed the picky eating was because most shit just doesn't taste good. Wait, what was that one? I looked at it and I literally went, Resident Evil says. Resident Evil. This thing. But I just assumed that, like, most shit, like, yogurt and other things, like, anything like whipped cream, that stuff is gross to me. Because it just doesn't, taste like anything to me. It has no taste to me. Things like ketchups and sauces and those things do not taste like anything. A1 sauce doesn't taste like anything to me. It just tastes like goop, and it's fucking gross. At least to me, because the texture is awful if you don't have taste associated with it. But there were other signs, like in college when I used to play Dungeons and Dragons in college, because I'm a super nerd. If you haven't tell from the fact I'm playing Dwarf Fortress. But, one of the things I did when I was in college was I took all of the... because we played Dungeons and Dragons 3.5 in college, because that was the edition that we played at the time. I think 4.0 may have just come out, maybe. I think 4.0 might have just come out, but nobody I knew played it. Nobody I knew really liked it. It wasn't our edition. Just wasn't wrong with it. It wasn't our edition. We played 3.5. And so I went through all of the source books, and there's a lot of source books. I don't know if you know, 3.5 has more source books than like any other edition. And because it's easily modular. Everything about it can be like modified and added and customized. But I went through and I made all of the tables, and I put them in, and I remade them in Notepad documents. True story. Still have them. So I have folders on my computer with hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of Notepad documents. of all of the tables, all of the tables put out in like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of notepad documents, and all of the tables that are out there. That food? Why is there fucking... Why is there... God damn. But yeah, there's like... You might go, why did you do that? And I went, I have no idea, but I still have them. Another thing I did, more recently, more weirdly, for whatever reason, I was playing, what was it? Just Cause. What was it called? God, what was it called? I'm like sitting here trying to remember the name of the game. Oh, it's already being dumped. Yay, whatever. What the fuck is it called? My brain, Watchdog, that was it. It's Watch Dogs 2. And there's a profile system in that game. It's really basic, basically just a random identity generator. And for whatever reason, I just started walking around in different areas and recording people's name and occupation that I found off of people and in more notepad documents to try and see if there was a correlation between certain areas and the generator. And if that sounds long and boring and time-consuming, congratulations, welcome to my life. Welcome to my life. Random bullshit that I do. But that's pretty much my life in a nutshell. So yeah, that's basically me in a nutshell on short notice. But yeah, that's just weird bullshit that makes up me. So realistically speaking, I probably should have seen all that in advance. Probably should have. Didn't. So the truth is, if your kid's acting gets really weird, you should probably have him tested just to be sure. Save him a lifetime of hardship. Save him a lifetime of hardship trying to deal with random bullshit. Just save the problem, right? Of course, I don't really regret very much. My life's not exactly like, hell. Even with all the fucking disability, massive depression, and Asperger's, life's still pretty good. Life's still better than it could be. That's kind of the attitude I like to take. Like, my life could be way worse. I could be living in, some terrible, terrible place, and things could be fucking awful for me. So, I studied history in college, so, you could live in some of the time periods I studied where, people like me were, not exactly mission report. Uh-oh. Did you free people? But you stole a whole bunch of shit. Freed the Dwarf and others. Cool, did you free all of them? Did you free all of them? No. You left somebody behind. Why did you leave them behind, you stupid fuckers? God damn it. You left somebody behind. Oh well, I'll have to go back and get him again. I'll have to go back and get them. This as soon as they're done traveling. Once everyone's back, we'll actually, let me check. Once everyone's back, we'll look into it. Anyway, so just let them come back and we'll start doing it. So anyway, this is a story about my rambling. So you should get your kids tested if you suspect they're different, because it will help their life tremendously to have the resources and understanding of what's going on. Because if you don't, you know, what? Dingo attacks. What? What the fuck? Alright, whatever. So yeah. Okay, Wait, was that? Furnace operators. Oh, Godin again. Why is he a furnace operator now? Isn't he a farmer? Or was that someone else? I don't remember. These guys are still traveling. Jesus. How long is it going to take for you all to get back? I have to send you out again to go save people. We have work to do, damn it. We have things to do. Alright, God damn, it taking so long. No one's traveling. I don't like how they don't get put back in their squad. So now I have to go find them again. Master Wrestler, huh? That it, huh? Wait, King. I don't think the King has changed. Why is he down here? Did the King go somewhere? No relevance, because yeah, we're still missing 2 people. That's okay. It's okay we're missing them. Probably should look at their equipment, though. Oh, did you lose all of your equipment? Oh, shit. That sucks. I mean, I have to make a whole bunch more steel equipment again? Oh, no. 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 What are you doing? I don't want to remove the commander. I want to see let's see what he's doing. Pick up equipment. Oh, he lost all of his equipment. Oh, good. No. Wait, who are you fighting? What? What? I was near to a seat. What? What? No, whatever. What are you doing? Store item in bin. Okay. Yeah, I guess we'll check for a second to see if they pick up our equipment again. That would be kind of nice. That would be nice. I don't know if it's going to happen, but that's what I'm hoping. No. Nope, they're still missing shit. Okay, then back to making steel stuff, I suppose. 50 steel mail shirts. I don't think we need that many. Steel helms, I guess. What was it? Oh, we need breastplates and shields. Oh, good. Oh, good. Back to this again. Alright, well that's a good thing to take in the meantime, I suppose. While they equip things. Still. Once we have these out, I suppose I could send the other 2 squads out to go do things. Why is this just sitting here? Why is there a hemp left glove just sitting there? God damn it, dwarfs. Actually, who is it? Okay, so... Alright, clearly, whoever's in this place, all 30 of them, Oh wait, this was all trolls, wasn't it? So, okay, we're gonna raid the site. I'm gonna send our best guys. Details. We're going to pillage and attack openly. We won't steal anything. But we are going to release captives. That's your reason for being here. So pillage it. That's your job. And send them. And off you go. And then we'll re-equip the rest of them. Although one guy did die, so I suppose we'll have to worry about that. We'll have to worry about that, I suppose. Okay. I'm just gonna keep doing that. Siren's gonna start soon. I guess I should train somebody else in the meantime. But to do that, I'm gonna have to set them back to training more. So alright, so diamond galleys then, so military, schedule, diamond galleys, copy, paste, 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 paste. So we're gonna have them training all the time again. Have them train all the time. That should train them up all nice and fast. Only one guy's there, so only one guy survived, so furnace operator. Well, that means you don't have any other skills. So, welcome to the military. So they're going to train. But anyway, I'm going to cut this episode here, and then next time we're going to continue on, probably. So, yeah. See y'all later.